parachute activity, I'm going to show you what materials you'll be needing for this activity. So first, you will need some scissors. You're going to need some tape. I'm going to be using various different materials that because we're going to do like 4 different parachutes. So one of my parachutes is going to be using with the aluminum foil. I'm going to use tissue paper, coffee filters, and I'm going to use 1 Ziploc bag. And then I'm going to use some other party streamers. And I have some of these string. I have a string, pipe cleaners, and some yarn. And I have 4 different cupcakes holders. Okay, so we're going to be doing 4 different parachutes, and the reason why we're doing 4 different parachutes is we're going to experiment. We're going to predict that, see which one holds, lands or flies the longest. Okay, so these 4 different parachutes are going to be used with different materials, and that way we can see which one was able to fly or stay longer in the air. So I'm going to use 1 of my baking cups, and for my aluminum foil, since this one's more heavier, I'm going to use the pipe cleaners. So I'm going to put the rest of it on the side for now. Okay, so I'm going to use the pipe cleaners. I'm going to cut this extra part. You can make your aluminum foil as big as you want. I'm going to use it this size and see how that works. Okay, so you can use any materials that you have around your house. You can use anything that you want. Experiment the way that you want. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to get my pipe cleaner and I'm going to set it right here on the edge of the foil, and we're going to put tape around it, and let's see if it's going to hold or not. Just put it on the edge, just like that. You're going to follow the same step and you're going to do it to the other side. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to get a small pipe cleaner like this one, and I'm going to set it right here in the middle. Now you're asking, why are you doing that, Miss Liz? Why are you putting a pipe cleaner in the middle? Well, because I want it to be more sturdy, meaning I want it to be heavy. This way. See, when it lands, when it goes like this, when it folds, it will be a little. Now you can choose to cut your pipe cleaner smaller or leave it the same, normal size. Now, if you have like a Lego toy or any sort of toy, you can connect it to the ends of your strings or your pipe cleaners or whatever you're going to use. I don't have a toy, so this is why I'm going to use baking cups. I'm going to do the same procedure, same step that I did with whenever I put the pipe cleaner with the aluminum foil. You're going to tape it. And you want to make sure it's taped very well. That way it can be sturdy, meaning be hard. That way. Alright, we got it. Now you're going to follow the same step and you're going to do it to the other side. And since this is going to have a lot of weight, I'm going to add another small pipe cleaner on the bottom. And I'm going to put it right here at the bottom, like on the baking soda. That way we can add some weight, like this. Alright, so we have one of our parachutes done. We're going to put this on the side. Next step, we're going to do our second parachute number 2. Next, we are going to do the Ziploc bag. Let's see how this is going to work out. So I cut the part on the edge. That way it can fly a little bit like this. I'm going to cut a little bit on the side. And we're gonna follow the same step, just like put tape on the edge of it. Wherever you feel like you want to put tape on, that's where we're gonna put it. Now you wanna put it on the same side that you did it. So if I'm putting it on the top, put the other one on the top as well. Follow the same step. Get tape. There you go, just like that. And again, I don't have a Lego or a toy that can connect to it, so I'm just going to be using my baking cups. Same procedure. I'm going to add another small pipe cleaner on the bottom just to make it a little heavy. We'll try some without it and see if it makes a difference or not. We're going to place it in the middle, tape it just like that, and then follow the same step. We're going to put this, tape it like this, and remember that word that we used, we want to make it sturdy. So in order to do that, we got to put tape around it. Alright, parachute number 2 is done. We're using the Ziploc bag. We're using this party streamers right here, the plastic ones, and then we're using our cup, our baking cup. Now you can use a cup or like a regular drinking cup, like those plastic ones, or like those paper ones. You can do that as well if you don't have these materials. Remember, you can use anything that you have around your house. Now next one, we're going to do our coffee filter. Now for this one, you can decorate it if you want. You don't have to, it's an optional choice. So I'm using 2 coffee filters to make it heavy, and we're going to follow the same step like we do our baking cups. We're going to put a little bit of our pipe cleaner, and we're going to set it right here in the middle. We made a cross. Okay, for this I am going to be using party streamers. Okay, I'm going to use the party streamers. There you go, see? Now this one's ready. Okay. Now we're going to add our baking cup. And this time, we're not going to put the pipe cleaner in the middle. We're going to test it out and see if it makes a difference or not. So we're going to follow again, same step. Alright, here is our 3rd parachute. This one is ready. We use the coffee filters, the party streamers, and our baking cup for our parachute, or for our 3rd parachute. Okay, this one's done. Now our last parachute, number 4, we'll be using our tissue paper. We'll be using yarn, of course, and our baking cup. Same procedure. We're doing the same steps again. Putting the yarn down on the edge, getting our tape, and taping it to our tissue paper. Follow the same steps to the other end of the tissue paper. There we go. This time we're not going to add a pipe cleaner. That way we want to see if the pipe cleaner makes a difference, whether we put it in the middle or not. So now we're going to tape our yarn to our baking cup. There we go. So here's our parachute number 4. Okay, so I have all the parachutes right here at the table. Which parachute do you think is going to land on the floor first? Parachute number 1, aluminum foil inner pipe cleaner, or parachute number 2, our plastic bag with our party streamers, or parachute number 3, our coffee filter with the party streamers, or parachute number 4, our tissue paper with yarn. Our second question, which parachute do you think is going to be the last? It's going to take a little longer to land. Do you think parachute number 1, parachute number 2, parachute number 3, or parachute number 4? Which one do you think is going to take a little longer to land on the floor? Okay, So now I'm going to take you outside and see and test our experiment. Okay, now it's time to launch them. Alright friends, I am here outside in my backyard, so we're going to test it out and see how our parachutes do. We're going to try out parachute number 1. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, I am going to use we're going to use our stopwatch and see how long it takes. Okay, ready? On your mark, get set, go. 167. That's how long it took. Alright, parachute number 2. Using the plastic bag, our Ziploc bag, and our string. See how long this one takes. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. This one took about 146. Alright, now we're going to try our third parachute, which is our coffee filter and our potty streamers. Let's see how long it takes. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. 162. Okay, our last parachute for today is our tissue paper with our yarn. Okay, let's see. Remember, this is the one that we didn't add any pipe cleaners on the top or at the bottom. Let's see if it makes a difference. On your mark, get set, go. This one took longer. 254. Alright friends, so now we are going to see how our parachutes did. We're going to check our times and see which one was the fastest, which one was the one that landed first on the ground, and which one took a little longer to land. Okay, so our first parachute was our aluminum foil with our pipe cleaners, and that one did, our time was 167. Number 1. Number 2 is our plastic bag with our string, and that one did about 146. Number 3, it was our coffee filter with our party streamers, and that one was 162. Number 4, our tissue paper with our yarn, and that one did time of 2:54. So here is our time, how long it took for all of them to land. So which one was the parachute that landed the fastest? Which one was the first one to land on the floor? That will be parachute number 2. Parachute number 2 was the first one to land on the floor. Next, it was parachute number 3, our coffee filter. The coffee filter was the second one to land on the floor with 162. The aluminum foil was the one, number 3, the 167. And our parachute number 4, our tissue paper, was the parachute that took a little longer to land. Alright friends, so if you guys do this activity at home, please send us a picture and let us know and how it went. Bye friends!